We're gonna start recording. All right. So Wednesday webinar. Y'all know how we do it. Y'all know Ronnie G. I kick it raw and uncut. Nothing less, nothing more. We're gonna talk about what the stock market is doing at the time being and how we should approach it. I'm gonna give y'all my experience. For the last I would say 4 years. I've been a student of the market for going on 4 years now. So it's been past 3 years, so almost 4 years where I've been a student, and I've been learning. I've been watching the stock market for years, and I've seen so many different things, and I've seen some of the same things happen. We're going to talk about what's going on in the stock market. I know it's been, crazy. You probably have heard so many things, stock market's crashing, this, and that. We're going to cover that. We're going to go over that. No problem. And then I'm going to give it over to y'all to see what's your 2 cents on what stocks are you seeing, what opportunities are you seeing. And if you're a top trader, you're always welcome to butt in and give your 2 cents. If you're not a top trader, I will advise you just to listen, take notes. If you're new, listen, take notes. When I say listen, really take notes and dissect those notes later on. Don't try to give your 2 cents if you really don't have any. This is a group where we're growing massively. We're growing every day. So you'll see new people in, see new people out. That's just the nature of the business. But let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to get started and I think y'all can see my screen. It says it's sharing right now at the moment. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on my analysis and what I'm seeing in the overall market. I'm going to actually put this on max. So I'm going to change my time frame here to max available, and I'm going to put it by a week basis. So every candlestick represents a week. And I want to highlight some things. So yes, the stock market is what we call, or what people call, crashing. We as experienced stock traders, for all my top traders, y'all know the biz. This is a correction period where the stock market drops, pulls back very hard. There's not a lot of buying going on, meaning that the bears are in control. And when I mean by bears, people who like the stock market to drop, people who make money for the stock market dropping. This is bear season, and this is just what it is. It happens every year. Or every other year. And I want to show y'all how that looks. So right here on my screen, you will see that I've pulled up a chart that says max W. So this is the max amount of years that this index has been available to the public. And every candlestick represents a week. So we're looking at our market. I'm always going to start with that. First and foremost, when we do our Wednesday webinars, we start with the overall market. That is a driving tool for the stocks that we trade. And so we're trading small cap stocks. That's what you're learning, how to trade small cap stocks. So the IWM, which is the Russell 2000, is the index that calculates all of the small cap companies in one being. And this is what it is. This is the calculated price. Now, if we go to today's time, you see that for the last 4 weeks, it's been nothing but drop mode. It's been nothing but just dump. Looks like a pump and dump. This happens. And I'm going to show you. So I'm going to pull out my tool, which is the oval tool, and we're going to circle some dropping points. And I'm just going to show y'all where this has happened. The same thing that you're seeing has happened multiple times. It stays happening. It's nothing new to experienced traders. So I'm saying that because maybe you're seeing a lot of propaganda in media for the consumers. And what I mean by that is the media propagates or pushes out certain media for consumers because consumers drive the market. Any marketplace, no matter what you're selling, you can be selling salt. You have a marketplace where you have buyers and sellers of salt. It doesn't matter what it is, but the media controls the emotions of consumers. And so what I mean by that is you've probably, and I guarantee you, you're seeing market crash, market fail, this, and that. Um, all that means is that they're pushing a agenda for you to do what? Sell. The great thing about that is for us experienced traders, we know the game. We know that when they sell, when you sell, when consumers sell, and I'm not saying nobody's a consumer here, but you're getting out of that mindset, you know, you're getting out of that mindset of being free. I mean, being a slave to being free with your financial mentality. So when consumers sell, it makes the stock market drop in price, and it gives long-term big money investors room to buy at a better price because the stock market has been going up for years. As you can see on my chart, this is the max years of the stock market. When has the stock market ever hit zero? Never. So you're probably seeing this as a new thing, like, oh man, I've heard in school the stock market dropped this year, that year, or it's just, no. Stock market has always corrected, but it always goes back up. And that's what's happening right now. It has dropped significantly, and it's done that plenty of times. And I can highlight even smaller times where it has dropped. And it does this. It's a correction period. That's what it is. It's just a correction period. And after the correction period, as you can see, it goes back up. Correction, 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 it goes back up. This is going to be very repetitive. Be patient. Correction, it goes back up. This correction is way more, I would say, uh, it looks more like what's going on right now. Correction, big correction, it goes back up. The stock market has to correct. What goes up must come down, but what comes down must go right back up. That's just how it goes. It's just with life, period. Everything. You have your ups and downs in life. And that's the same thing that's happening. So I want to say this because I don't want nobody to panic and get in a frenzy. Now, all my experienced traders that's on the call or on the webinar tonight, you probably like, all right, we heard this, get to the straight, get to the point. Yeah, but the newbies need to hear it, because they're panicking. They're trying to, oh my God, like I've heard this from Cramer on NBC. Well, y'all have heard this from CNN Money and all these big shows talking about the stock market and CNBC. Y'all have heard all these news media companies pushing out this agenda. The stock market is failing, it's crashing. Sell, 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 sell. That's called a sell panic. And you've probably heard us say that before when we're trading penny stocks. It's the morning panic. It's the morning sell. People sell in the morning and it goes right back up. The thing about it is with the newbies, they miss out on profits because when they sell, they just stop watching. They don't watch. They just stay off the game. They done. They check out. What happens? Stock market goes up. And now they hear, oh, it's up again. And then they want to get in, but it's already too late. It's finna go right back down. So that's what happens all the time. So if you're going to be part of YMC, we're going to introduce you to what really goes on. And I just introduced you to what goes on from the media, from social media. We have social media now. So you have access to all this information and you see what's happening. So what do we do? All right, I'm only going to tell you what I'm going to do from experience. Like I said from the beginning, I'm going to give you my experience. When this happens, I just chill. Okay, I may find one or two plays that are like nano cap, very, very, consumer based stocks. When I say consumer based, I'm talking about stocks that big time money is not even looking at. And you may get some volatility, some people buying, and it may shoot up 100%, 200%. You may capture a little bit. That's really what I'm gonna be only looking at this moment. So in the chat room in our community, you have access to this nano cap scanner, and that's the only thing I'm going to be looking at until the market starts going back up. I'm going to let it do what it do. If it falls all the way down, I'm just going to let it do that. I don't have no ties to any stocks right now. I've already exited most of my stocks. And I'm just going to be looking at these scanners. I'm also going to be paying attention to the overall markets. All of them have a say so. All of them dictate the market we are looking at, which is the IWM. Point blank. Period. It all dictates that or the performance. So the IWM is our market and it's down right now. So it's no point of looking at the small cap stocks, which is right here. Now, you may find some stocks that are very lucrative. There are non-cyclical stocks. Non-cyclical stocks are stocks that move against the market. So they move on the opposite. So if you see any small cap stocks that are moving right now, they're non-cyclical stocks, meaning they move opposite of whatever the overall market is doing. And that's just how it goes. But as far as now, I'm not going to pay attention to them. I'm going to pay attention to the nano. And up here, you see where some of our, our family, some of our trading family have, recognized some of these stocks. Quentin, he pointed out HIPH. And my mouse is tripping right now. Hold on, give me 1 second. So this stock, he pointed out this stock, and I'm going to go ahead and go back to regular time frame, which is the 1 year, 1 day. And he's recognized this stock. The stock is very hot. It's up and down. It's up and down. Opportunity right there. Very dangerous, but opportunity. At this moment, everything's high risk as hell. Fuck that. Like, it's super high risk. And GSAT, which one of our top traders, Kevin, has pointed out, this stock is in play as well. You have basically a triple bottom, and you have me pointed out. I got the ovals right there. They're clear. They're not colored. They're just clear, have that kind of faded color. You can see where it's touched 3 times. It's not perfect. My technical analysis is never perfect, but I'm just showing you what's being seen. I have an alert right here, and I will be watching it. And you have another stock right here. This was up on the day, but not a lot of activity. This is nano cap stock. So sometimes you get a lot of volume, a shit ton of volume, and then sometimes you just don't. But there's not going to be a lot of plays right now. It's not. I may find 1 or 2 within this period of the stock market falling or correcting or crashing, as consumers like to say, or media companies like to push out. That's just the realness of it. I've already checked. I've looked at some of these stocks. I'm really not interested in too many. Just going through it, there is this one that I would like to watch. It is a hot stock. This stock is obviously a non-cyclical stock. That means it's going to move against the market or opposite. The market is falling. This thing is going to rise. I'm going to watch because I've already taken 2 losses in a row. My rules tell me to sit back, so I'm going to do that. But I'm still going to look at plays just in case y'all want to take a chance, take a risk. I mean, I'm not going to just sit here. I have a position or leadership position where I have to push out these plays. I just can't play everything. I have to follow my rules. So I've looked at some of these plays. It's not really a lot. It's really not. This is one I pointed out. It's already up since I pointed it out. It went up another 150% since I pointed it out. And like, this thing is crazy. So there is opportunity, but it's very slim to none at this moment. Now, for me, like I said, I'm just going to sit back, be cool, be chill for the moment. There is plays, don't get it wrong, but smart investors or traders, when things get hectic like this, when the stock market starts to fall, they understand that it's okay to just pull back, take a vacation, because we know what happens after this. And we're going to keep watching. I'm going to keep watching the stock market. I know what's going on. Like, the Fed rates have risen. The banks don't like it. The banks are not issuing money. If they do, the interest rates are high. There's not a lot of capital for businesses because the businesses get money from the banks. So there's not a lot of money activity. All right. The government, the federal government, which is not really the government of the United States, the federal government, they see it as balancing out the money and balancing things out as far as money flow. And if you know anything about the Federal Reserve, and you understand that, you understand how it works. The only way that citizens get money if banks lend it out. Well, banks don't like the federal interest rates. The federal government has risen the interest rates. So when the banks get money from the Federal Reserve, they have to like have these high super interest rates, and the companies don't like that either. The companies are what keep the market, stock market, any market. It keeps it going. It keeps our country flowing because the consumers have to buy. The consumers drive the market, and the consumers are not getting out loans right now. And if you are, you're going to get a bullshit ass interest rate, but probably not at this moment because there's not a lot of money flowing. Stock market is down. People know that. Everybody knows that at this moment. But not everybody. I say people who are paying attention to the stock market, because your mom probably doesn't know this, or your sister. But we're going over it tonight. What I'm going to do is sit back and I'm going to chill. All right. I have to be very disciplined in that. And sometimes I get undisciplined, and that's just the real. But hey, I fucking made a lot of money, whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? I've taken my chances, gotten lucky sometimes, but majority of the time of my wins have been from calculated risk, understanding what's going on. And it has been when the market is going up. So therefore, I can take a chill break. I can take a vacation. A lot of newbie traders, you want to make money. You want to try to grow your account fast. And I'm going to tell you right now that shit is going to take time before you even got involved in this. I've told you this shit takes time. It takes hard work. And that's why everybody isn't doing this. It takes hard work. It takes dedication. Um, you got it in you, like for real. Like for somebody like me, I'm not the smartest dude. I'm pretty smart. I don't doubt myself. Like I got full confidence, but I know my strengths. And if you know anybody around me, they'll tell you like, hey, dude's humble. Like he doesn't think he's the smartest. And some people think I'm smart as shit, but bro, like literally graduated with a 2.2. No shit, no bullshit. I seen you the screenshot. Graduated with a 2.2. You can learn this shit. You can do this shit. Like have full confidence in yourself. I'm just giving you my experience at this time being. I'm staying out the market, but I am watching. And if there is a perfect setup, I will play it because I take fucking risks. And that's just the name of the game. Scary money don't make no money. And you'll hear me say that on a lot of webinars. Scary money don't make no money. So if you want to make money, you got to take risks. But at this time, your risk is very fucking high. And it's like multiplied to the max. So if you have that willing to lose, then go ahead, take that risk. You may gain, you may double your account at this moment. But understand that you have risk. You're a grown person. I can't push the button for you. You know, Kevin can't push the button for you. Anthony can't push the button for you. Ben can't push the button for you. Sam can't. Those are some, I'm just naming out some of the top traders right now in our community. We can't push buttons for you. But when we push the button, we know the fucking risk. We know that, hey, look, I got 20, 30, 40 bands in my account, and I'm willing to lose this shit all. And that's the risk we're taking. We understand that. So, but I always set your stops, though. Hey, don't bullshit me. Look, I always set your stops. Don't ever get into that mode where, hey, I don't have to set my stops. So that's my 2 cents on the market. Like I said, this tonight was going to be short and sweet anyway. I just wanted to let y'all know, like, this shit is falling and it is correcting. Don't say it's crash. It's just correcting, and let that shit fall, because what happens, what goes down must come up. It happens, and I showed y'all that, so y'all have the proof. Go back, rewatch the video. Y'all see the shit happening. It always happens. So take your chance. Wait for your chance. I'm gonna wait for my chance. I'm gonna try as hard as I can. But if I see the perfect setup, oh fuck that, I'm taking my chance. I'm just being honest with y'all. I'm taking my chance all day, every day. So at this moment, I am going to turn it over to anybody who wants to hop on, anybody who wants to jump in and give their 2 cents on their experience. You can talk about pretty much anything you want to. As far as stocks related, keep it stocks. But if you've been like, there's no dumb questions or there's no dumb statement. Like if it's something you're not understanding, you have people logged on right now that can help. I'm always there to help, but give your 2 cents on what's going on, and how you're seeing the market and your 2 cents on the overall market, your forecast, whatever you want to do. Go ahead. This is being recorded, so understand that. Don't be nervous. It's if you're bad, I'll cut you out. How about that? All right. I'm going to mute my mic, and I'm going to allow everybody else to unmute themselves. Let's see. Yep, I'm going to allow everybody to unmute themselves. So whoever speaks up first, you got it at the moment.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we're on. Oh, hold on. All right, unmute yourself. Oh, go ahead. I got you.
All right, so we are aware that the stock market, it's down right now. It's at a low. But so my question is, would this be a time to buy more stock, or pretty much to buy low and to wait for it to go up?
Great question. So would this be a time to buy? I would say that you never want to buy on hope, because you don't know the exact price when the stock market is going to go back up, or any stock. So you want to play off the reaction rather than the hope, because many people can buy right now. They can buy right now saying it's eventually going to go back up, but you don't know the price. Are you willing? Is your account big enough? And are you willing to go ahead and take that first loss in the beginning? Because if you know something about how I trade, when I first get into a trade, most of the time I'm always losing. And then eventually it goes back up, hits my goal, I get out. But you have to ask yourself that question, like, is your account big enough? But don't play off hope. Play off the reaction, meaning when it starts to go back up, then you play it, rather than, oh, it's going down, I know it's eventually going to go back up. But you want to always get the best price. So when it starts going back green, then that's when you want to play it. So that's my 2 cents on that.
All right, that makes sense. That was my only question that I had at the moment.
Okay. All right. I'm going to go ahead and mute you. If you got any more questions, anybody, you can unmute yourself. So pretty sure Kevin's going to give his 2 cents here in a moment.
Yeah, I can go ahead and give a little spiel. I don't have much. The market is really, really slow. Like I said, I would definitely play nano cap stocks. Let me see. I'll go to the screen share.
I'm gonna walk away from a moment, y'all. Give me 1 second, but you got it, Kevin.
All right. The big deal for me right now is growth. I want to be at a constant rate of growth, and I just don't want to miss out on opportunities. So not getting any FOMO, though, not getting any fear of missing out on opportunities, but it's just a fact of the game that we're in. We're in buy, and we're in a trade game. So, when everything is going down, like Ronnie said, something has to go up. So I'm looking at the nano cap, and let me screen share this. Let me pull up this scanner real quick. Okay. So there we go. Okay, somebody's already sharing their screen. Okay, so that's what I was gonna say. We already looked at Phil. But this is just one. Ronnie, can you stop somebody sharing their screen? I'm trying to share my screen. Okay, there we go. Okay, good deal. But same thing, Ronnie, same analysis. I would just say nano cap is definitely where I want to be. A lot of consumer traders. You get volume like this, you can definitely catch the volatility. What I'm thinking about for this one, though, tomorrow is I want to see a dip in the morning. Honestly, we might not get one, though. But if I do see a dip, if touch 2.025, then I'm looking to be a buyer for a day trade. Simply because I'm going to show you an example. This reminds me of PVCB, I believe.
Yeah.
PVCB. Okay, so just go ahead and check this out. on that first green day. Almost the exact same. Oh, no. Okay, so we opened up this day at .004. We touched a high of .028. And so we go to fill right here. And it looks similar.
Shit, yeah.
.0086, and we hit a high of .032. So I'm thinking that we can get a similar move like we did. We can even draw this up. But keep the main thing. The main thing is if we get a lot of volume on this stock tomorrow, I'm looking to be a day trader below 3 or right at 3 with the stop loss set at half a cent loss. That's the main thing that I wanted to get across. But this definitely was interesting to me.
Yeah, very similar, bro. That's damn near the same.
Very, very similar. So
volume and everything.
Yeah, I'm thinking we can get a move. Thinking we may get a 3-day move. Tomorrow, I'm thinking it can push up to about right around here. This first resistance right here.
Yep.
So right around, what's the high of this? So get a high about .046, maybe touch 5, and then on that third day, I'm thinking it can reach about 9 to 10 cents.
Yeah.
And then fall back down. So you're looking at about almost a 200% move, about 180% move. And it's possible, man. Look at this. Check this out. Wait. So there it is. That's it right there.
Hey, that's it. That's bread and butter.
That's it right there. So that's what I have for us traders. This is the one for me. This is what I'll be looking at. So that was my analysis. But the market is definitely having a shit fit. So
BF.
Yeah. So yeah. I would just say tread lightly, set your stops, and this is the game we play. So good luck, traders.
Hey, that's from your top trader, K Jones. I appreciate that, man. Let me stop sharing your screen so I can reshare mine. Okay, I can reshare mine. Okay, all right. So, man, Kevin, I appreciate that, bro. Always. Yeah, that was another one I noticed as you called out GSAT and then Quentin Jones. I think that was Quentin where he called out this one right here. This one kind of ended off bad on the day, but as far as that, it stayed strong. There is, like I was saying, there is plays and there is setups. I just can't trade. I got to follow my rules, man. I can't trade until Monday. So that's me. That has nothing to do with my broker, nothing. It's just my rules. I've lost 2 in a row. And it's not a big deal. I lost, $2,300. So that's cool. I've made way more than that, but those are my rules. Doesn't mean you can't take risks. Like Monday, hey, if I can find a position, I'm definitely going to look at taking it, doing my technical analysis before I enter any position. Phil, that's very good. Hey, it looks just the same as PP. It was at PPMC or CB or something like that, but looks exactly the same. You just got to know how to play it, and you gotta find where you gotta get in where you fit in. And I always do your analysis when it comes to entries and exits. Also, I will repeat again that I have updated the pattern concepts. So it is all bullish, and I've updated some of the concepts as far as where you enter, where you exit, what's your usual goal. Just some fundamental basis on entry and exit, some basic money-making shit like, hey, this is where you buy, this is where you fucking sell. Very simple shit, all right? And you do that, consistently. So I just wanted to remind y'all about that. But other than that, there's not a lot to say. Like, this shit went down hard today. And I'm actually, you know what? I'm just gonna say it. This is not politically correct, but I'm actually fucking happy. I gotta take a vacation. I ain't saying I don't like y'all or nothing like that, but the activity has went down as far as asking me questions. Like, look, everybody needs a break. I love teaching. Don't get me wrong, but the gas, everybody doesn't have unlimited gas. So I'm going to enjoy this vacation that I'm enjoying right now. And all my experienced traders, Kevin, you know what I'm talking about. It's chill mode. You know, we put in the work day and night, and this is our vacation right here. We know the market's going to eventually go back up. It just does that. Like, it does this all the time. So we're going to enjoy this moment. But if y'all have questions about anything, rather, you know, it's technical analysis, rather it's simple definitions, terminology, doesn't matter. It can be the smallest thing. There is no dumb questions when it comes to the stock market because it's very complicated information. Now, I know you've been learning from us. Y'all have been watching the videos, and we may make it seem simple, but that's good. You don't, I would say it's not to dumb you down, just when it comes to complex information, it's hard to understand and it takes time. We make it simple, but it still takes time to really truly understand it. And I would say for my first year of trading, you know, my success, you know, it came from me taking time to understand what the fuck this really is and how it works. And that just takes time. So just stick with it. Like I said, bro, I took losses 5 months straight. 4 or 5 months straight. So, and many other people can say they took losses 8 months straight before they start winning consistently. It takes time. So, if you are a newbie trader and you are live in the market, I would say use small amounts of money. Like, especially with NanoCap, use small amounts of money, like $500 or more, and build that shit up. Get consistent with winning. And then when you fucking know what you're doing and you can capitalize on your setups, then you load your shit up. Then you play 10, 5 grand. If you need some fucking money, come holler at me. Like, I know the plug. I got the plug to get you access to some money so you can trade big fucking account and then you can maximize your profits. But you don't need big fucking money to maximize your account on nano cap stocks, even on small cap stocks. Like, you can play $1,000. You know, now don't have the expectations of making 200, 300 grand in a year. But you can make $2 grand in 2 weeks with a $500,000 account. I've seen it happen. That's the only reason I can say that. But like, be cool, be patient. As a newbie trader, like, take your time. This is great. I'm glad this is happening right now for all the newbies out there. I'm glad it's happening right now so y'all can see it. Like, the market drops, but I want to see it when it goes right back up because shit happens every year. Shit happens. And I want y'all to see the truth behind the fucking media and the propaganda that's pushed out, because y'all probably have gurus out there sending out email alerts and ads and shit on YouTube. The market is crashing. Nah. Like, bro, what do you do? Like, shut the fuck up. Like, y'all know what's going on. We're showing y'all what's going on. This shit happens every single year and it goes right back up. Like, hold on, before I close this meeting, like, because, you know, I get tired of this media shit, honestly. And I get a lot of fucking questions on social media. But every time it fucking drops, it goes right back up. Like, bro, within this small amount of period, you can make money. Within this small amount, these small areas, y'all have seen it, you can make money. Like, so be patient. You got to work on your patience. Right now, this is my assignment for everybody, including myself. Go back over video lessons. Go back over your trades. Go back over everything. This is a time for you to sit back and study. Just don't completely take off. When I mean, it's vacation, I'm not saying, I'll never look at the stock market. I'm going to look at it every fucking day. But I'm also going to go over video lessons, notes, and shit on all my trades. And I'm going to stay tuned because it's all about preparation for what's to come. And if you are not prepared for when the rally does come, then you're going to miss out on profits. Like that happens every fucking week where niggas ain't ready or people not ready. And excuse me, like I'm not politically correct, and like at this point I don't give a damn. Look, people not ready. You're not ready for the come up. You're not ready for the moment. You're not. It's just not gonna happen for you. And don't bullshit us or yourself or the team. You got to be prepared. But you can do it. At the end of the day, I may give y'all a lot of shit, a lot of pressure, but at the end of the day, you can do it. You are the captain of your ship. You're the captain of your life. So you want to make it happen, make it happen. But you got a squad. You got a whole fam. So if you got any questions, ask any of the top traders. Anybody you see posting on the timeline, because only top traders can post. Anybody you see making money, you like how they trade. Ask questions. We're all here to mentor you. We're all here to help each other grow. Any questions outside of stocks, make sure it's after hours, like right now. Doesn't matter if it's personal stuff, no matter if it's real personal. You can always hit me up. You can always talk to me. You can talk to anybody else. I don't know. I'm just pushing them out there. They never told me, hey, you can tell people to talk to me if they're going through something. I'm pushing them out there, all the leaders out there in the membership. But you can always talk to me. So I'm gonna end it on that note. It is 7:53. Not too much to go over, and it's not a lot to cover. Just be patient. Let the setups come. Study videos over and over. Repetition is how you understand it. And we're gonna keep going up from here. You know, we the always green team, so you know how we rocking. We're gonna keep rocking, and we're gonna keep doing our thing. So y'all got questions? Hit me up, call me, text me, send me a message on the band app, and we're gonna keep doing it. Peace.